So the first weapon, which is so critical that I'm presenting to you now, is the creation of the absence of God. When the devil can get you to do something that chases away God's presence. That's the first thing that he does. What is he doing there? You might think it's not a weapon, but that is exactly what makes everything around you a weapon. The absence of God. I said once he sees that God has finally, if that's the devil's prayer. That's the devil's prayer. If he can only get God to turn his back on you, then outside of the presence of God, he can do anything to you and you are destroyed. He said something in Habakkuk. Habakkuk chapter number 1, verse number 13. If you're there, say, I'm there. Habakkuk, it's hard to find, eh? Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 13. If you're there, say, I'm there.
I'm there.
If you lie to me, I'll ask you to read it. Okay.
Thou art of purer eyes.
This is a prophetic message being given to Israel by God through his prophet. Before you listen to what the prophet is about to say, because now he's pleading on behalf of the people. God had actually made up his mind. He said, I'm going to bring in the enemy. The Chaldeans are going to come into the land and they're going to destroy it. They will come in rushing and their horses will be swifter than leopards. And when they come, they will be more fierce than the evening wolves. They will plunder you, they will destroy you, they will take everything, and they will fish you out of your water, like what the fishermen do with their nets. They will hold you up with a hook on a rod. Those are cases being placed upon God's people. The prophet Habakkuk now goes on to pray. He says, Lord, these things that you're showing me, imagine he's seeing all this as a prophet in visions. And he says to God, why do you keep showing me disasters, oh Lord? Why is it that all of my visions are violent? Give me a break. Do you know what a prophet goes through? He sees it before it happens. Not just seeing it, he lives it before all of you lives it. He touches it. And he's saying, oh Lord. Now he's praying. He's saying, you have a purer eye. I want to derive an idea out of what the prophet is about to say now. Go ahead and read.
Thou art of purer eyes than to behold evil, and canst not look on iniquity.
You cannot look on iniquity. Hear me. You cannot look on iniquity. He's not saying you can't see it. He's saying when you discover iniquity at play, you are quick to turn your eyes away from evil, from sin. What's the idea? The devil then, because of that principle, he gets you to produce and to manufacture that which the Lord doesn't want to gaze at. Now, I hope you're following. Yes. The devil knows if he wants to touch you, if he wants to deal with you whilst God is looking at you, he has no chance. What can I do so that you stop getting God's attention? Let iniquity, let evil be found in your house. Whilst you are busy arguing, throwing spoons and plates, and everything is upside down, iniquity is at work right in your bedroom. Understand that at that moment, you have taken away the pure eye that cannot behold iniquity. It is during that time that God is looking away from you. By the time he looks back, you are finished by the devil. Fear those moments that creates the absence of God's eye. Are you following what I'm telling you? You never thought it was a weapon, but that's a weapon. It's a weapon in what sense? The absence of God becomes a weapon because it empowers everything that wasn't a weapon in the first place. Anything in that house can kill you. Anything, any food in the fridge can make you sick. You can't control demons in that atmosphere. They will reign when God is away. What can I do because his eye is upon him every day? But since God cannot look at iniquity, get him to do iniquity. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Do you know that there is a disease allocated, appointed once to come your way? And the devil has to stand next to you. If you study in the Bible, he was there. The Bible talks about him standing next to Joshua to condemn him. He's trying to find an occasion, an opportunity. Most men that are sick right now, they have a disease and they don't know how they contacted it. Because they don't know this principle. A disease that the devil always wanted you to have, but he can't push it into your body until an opportunity is created where there isn't the presence of God. So when you then go to that girlfriend's house, what you're going to get is a disease that you could not contact whilst you were at home. So it's not just that sin that you're committing. No, you're opening up a door where the devil can now say, you can protect him everywhere else, but not here. You can't behold this iniquity that he is doing. So the devil sees that as a chance and then he comes in. He attacks you at that moment that you are willingly committing sin. The security is taken away. Fear those moments. If you're ever going to have fear, fear those moments. If you see, you must know something is coming. The devil wants to bring in something. This argument is not normal. How is it that your husband is good at taking you out of context every time? Everything that you say ends up meaning something else. Oh, yet the man is so educated and you wonder, how come? Oh my God. We are here to start on this course here. Now you know that the absence of God becomes a weapon.
Yes.
Fear that.
Yes.
Take not your presence away from me, oh God. Fear that. It's a weapon that makes weapons effective. It is not very absence of God that will kill you. The absence of God empowers the weapon against you, thereby becoming a weapon. Are you following?
Yes.
Are you where the presence of God is?